Good evening, friends. Once again, back to my evening reflection, my dear friends and dear viewers. I like the comments that you are giving me because you have come to know me right now. Thank you. I would like to dedicate this short reflection and sharing mainly to teachers and students. This particular points of reflection, they are meant mainly for teachers and students, and it will be very useful if one can put into practice. uh, I tried my best always to put into practice whatever I am trying to tell you, because it is my own way of thinking, and it will be very very conducive for anyone who is trying to follow this also. So let me try to give you some ideas. On one side it is useful for teachers, on the other side it is useful for students. So let me first explain how it is useful to the teacher. It is useful to the teacher because teachers, they always prepare lesson plan, and some of the teachers, they find it very very difficult to develop the content of the subject matter, and they find they find some difficulties, and they come across their friends and they ask other teachers, tell me man how to prepare, tell me miss how to prepare, tell me sir how to prepare, I don't know how to prepare. So there are so many problems they are facing. Teachers themselves, they are facing such problems. And CBSE and also NEP, they have these two sources have given enough and more ways and methods to find and to discover, or we can say to develop teaching content. Is a very interesting uh, area where I was where I was very much interested in reading. This area is also my interest, and I used to read the sources, and in the sources they have given how to develop the teaching content, or we can say explanation content. So teachers usually they read the chapter and they try to explain to the students, and some of them they read the lesson in the class itself and they explain, and some they find some difficulties to explain because they are finding very difficult to develop the teaching content. So my interest is how we can help out the teachers to develop the teaching content, and how students should take it up as a part of their daily task for understanding what the teacher had taught in the class. So coming to the point, first thing is planning template. Sorry, I am preparing. I am talking about a planning template. Okay, so in this planning template, there are five important points. One is engagement. Okay, so here engagement, how do you engage your students in the class? So engagement takes place in the classroom. So teacher must remember uh, that the teacher has to engage the students in the class with certain things. So how do you engage your students in the class? So first thing is you have to check previous knowledge, and then some of the eliciting points. So previous knowledge can be checked first. Sorry, and then you have to check the eliciting points. How to elicit the points, or how to come to the teaching point, that is called eliciting. How you are going to make create curiosity, among the students about your topic. So, in order to engage the students in the class, first you can give a hook. Okay, a hook to get the topic from the students itself. That is how you are eliciting the students about the topic. You need to give a hook. So, hook can be a picture, an image, it can be an example, it can be a story narrated, or it can be a video, or it can be an activity. So, if you can make the students engage in the class about the topic and then drive from the students itself the topic that is required for discussion in the class. So, that is the first part, engaging the students, and the point here is engagement. So, in order to engage the students, you need to give a hook. As I told you, hook can be an image, or a video it can be, or an activity it can be, or it can be an image, an explanation, or sorry, example, etc. So from there you can start your activity. Your class will be now silent. Why? Because you are engaging the students. Many teachers find it very difficult to control the class because they are we don't know what is the reason why behind, but I find one of the reasons is that they are not able to engage the students at the beginning part of the class itself. So we must learn to engage the students in the class, so they will be getting ready for the class, and that is taking place in the class, and you will be able to give a explanation after that about the topic. So you have to develop the explanation part by a hook, then image, example, or an activity connected with the subject matter. So engagement is clear. Then the second template is exploration. So you are actually leaving the students outside the classroom. So you know you have done something in the class, engaging the students with the different understanding and different ideas, different points. Now you are allowing the students to be out. That means you are sending them to explore. You have to make them to explore, discover certain things. So second point is exploration. So that should take place outside the classroom. You have to make the students to understand, to find out similar type of things that you had discussed in the class. You are discussing a particular topic in the class, and it could be any topic. You need to motivate the students to find out similar things that is taking place in the society or outside the classroom. So make an inquiry about it. You have to motivate them to make an inquiry about such a particular thing outside the classroom. So they will be inquisitive. Okay, I have some duty to do. I must complete that duty. So there is an engaged feeling. Similar items they are going to find out. So engaged feeling is there. They are also involved in social work at that time. That means they will go outside to find out. So when they go outside to find out, it is almost equal to social work. They are trying to find out the history part of it. So there is a correlation of one subject to another. Then they have then the third part of this template is explanation. They will report. Students will report about their inquiry about the same or similar type of things, and they will come and tell you about that in the class. So who will give the explanation? Students are going to give the explanation. So teacher talk is less and students are going to talk more. So you understand that students are free to talk now with their explanation. They are not going to talk unnecessary things. They are going to talk about the similar experience they had outside the classroom. Now they are getting back to the classroom. So getting back to the classroom is with the explanation, not without explanation. So you understand how you will understand how their experience is related to the class subject. That is very important here. They are not going to talk about unrelated matter, they are going to talk about related matter. So students who are listening to this one should know that yes, they have a very important role to play in the class itself in connection with the subject matter. So they have to go outside, find out similar things or same type of things, and they have to come back and they have to explain to the class in a very simple way, in simple manner, and the teacher will have to confirm it. Teacher explanation about the same topic. So there is a correlation between teacher and student interaction. So you understand how things are taking place. There is a correlation, there is a collaboration, there is a kind of a teacher student interactive relationship is created in a very strong manner. Then you have a fourth template, that is elaboration. So the elaboration part is under the care of the teacher. You see, you have engaged the students, student left the classroom, went out to the society, they explored something and they have come with their explanation, and you have seen how they are explaining about the topic, and now you have to elaborate. That is teacher's work. So teacher will have to elaborate the important point, taking the points of the students as well as teacher's point also. Together it has to go so that there is a kind of a elaboration, elaborating the point. So in this elaborating point, you have to remember that art integrated learning should take place. There is a art integrated relativity. So with the subject matter, you cannot forget about art integrated learning. So you need to connect art integrated learning. How students will integrate art with their learning? You need to give activity. When you give activity, students will understand this is art integrated learning. That's why students will be able to easily get to know the topic matter and the things that they are learning through art. Art is also very, very important. It's one of the learning tool. Then the last one is evaluation. You can easily evaluate the students' learning competency with this. How? You know, you already have elaborated the point. Now you can evaluate the students. How to evaluate the students? Let me come to that point. Okay, evaluation will be mostly case based. That means you will be able to study the students' knowledge through a case study. This will be directly discussion oriented. So you will have to help out the students because this is taking place in the classroom. Evaluation is taking place in the classroom itself. So in this template, only three things are taking place in the classroom. One is engaging the students. Second one is explanation. Third one is evaluation. Elaboration and exploration is taking place outside the classroom. That means you need to prepare yourself with enough and more materials to help out the students to do that exploration part as well as elaboration part. So with this planning template, I would like to stop for today. I suppose you understand what I am trying to teach and make you understand a little bit about how to develop teaching explanation point. Many of us are finding it difficult to develop that content, explanation content. This is one of the ways, and it is going to be very easy if anyone is trying to do it. Thank you, and have a nice day, and you have a very good night. Thank you. See you tomorrow.